Welcome back to Relax and Play. We're playing Metal Gear 3D. Metal Gear Solid 3D, get it? You don't get it? Metal Gear Solid, polygons, 3D, dude. It's a clever joke, but it doesn't really work when Metal Gear Solid 2 means Metal Gear 3D 2.
Just go.
I moved the Diaper chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
I don't know, I'd be more
Shut
worried
those
about getting
covers as
sprayed.
soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell? Did something happen?
Well, that's an awkward
There's an
transition.
intruder.
It's the same cutscene.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah. Say he's using stealth, too.
Stealth? There's an intruder besides me?
Anyway, I want you to increase the security detail on the chief.
Sorry, I just had a cat playing with the mic cord. It was kind of cute. She's fat. She never gets too far away without getting a breather in, so I think we'll be safe. I never really understood how those vent things work. I mean, it's like you slam your face against them.
He slams his face. You hear the sound effect?
Yeah.
Oh! Oh!
I hated doing this part because I actually got lost because it was so dark in here. God, I thought that was my phone. Long and short, that conversation is press a button and go down the ladder.
Yeah, I believe he just says the action button. It's
Yeah.
circle in this, but usually it's triangle in sequels. Whatever.
Yeah, because those were Japanese controls.
Well, circle and X are swapped in most Western games, but triangle's always triangle.
I thought circle was the action button in this.
It is.
Then what does that do with triangle?
Because in the sequels, it's always triangle.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was...
Some Metal Gear fan you are.
No, I thought you said it was X.
No, X and circle are confirm and cancel.
Usually, yeah.
But in the... Well, actually, all the way up until 4. Because 2 and 3 was still circle and X. But when they did the collections and shit, like the HD ones, they modernized it. And a lot of people were kind of disappointed about that, but...
Yeah. I don't know. Just all this talk about buttons it just confuses the hell out of me. Just throwing that out there.
Well, a gentle breeze confuses the hell out of you.
Not usually. Shut up.
Thermal goggles. Oh, you remember the thermal goggles in this game? Anyone who knows what thermal goggles look like know that they do not look like Kool-Aid vision.
It's Puma Vision. No, it's Terminator Vision, man.
It kind of is.
Come on.
Metal Gear Solid 2's original vanilla edition, Sons of Liberty, had the thermal goggles just like this. But in like Subsistence and all the re-releases, new versions, they changed it to more realistic.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then
Useless
again,
trivia number 10.
then again,
Thousand.
this is kind of a game that's kind of based off the whole idea of realism, with combat and stuff.
Well, yeah,
like
until
that.
Peace Walker. The big boss
Oh,
games
God.
just say your continuity's worthless.
Well, I would say Solid 3 is pretty damn
That
good.
floor is designed so that your footsteps echo. Listen, Snake, there's a way to walk so your footsteps
Snake Eater
won't be
reference,
heard.
cough cough.
I call it stalking. Here's how you do it.
Technically, it's not a reference until the
Put your
game
weight
comes
on
out,
the
I guess.
opposite foot that you're going to step with.
True.
Then,
It's almost like he had an idea of what he
makes
wanted to
contact
do.
with the ground first. Then, as you slowly lower the tip of your foot to the floor, gradually shift your weight onto that foot. Use your knees to maintain the subtle balance. Try it.
I can't do it.
Another way is to wear your socks over your shoes. If you crawl on your stomach, you won't make any noise either.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility.
You know, since
on
Nastasha, I
Sierra
don't want
Waters
to
Island
devalue,
was built
like,
at the beginning
diminish
of
her
this
presence,
century.
but Let's talk about the first time you played Metal Gear game because the conversations are kind of boring sometimes.
If they wanted to
Oh,
dispose
God.
of them, why wouldn't they just
The first time I played this, I remember, like I said, I didn't have the memory card, and I had to go through the whole game in one night. It was pretty badass. Because that was back when you would rent the game, you know, for the weekend and shit. I was never able to rent it again because it was always gone.
You were never a huge fan of the series, if I remember right.
so they could temporarily avoid being in conflict with Star.
I know you liked Solid 1 back in the day.
I was gonna say, I really started to become a fan after I played 3, Solid 3. And then I went back and played 1 again, and then I played 2. I played 1 and 2 already.
Well, you got really huge into the series around the time of
4.
Yeah, wasn't it
4.
Guns of the Patriots? Because then when they did all those collections and shit, you got back into all of them.
Yeah, that was a brilliant move on their part.
I was telling you for years, play Metal Gear. Like, but then you're like, hey, Metal Gear. I was like, fuck you. I told you for fucking 15 years and no one listens to me.
And I said, who are you?
He's like, who are you? What are you doing here? Why are you talking to me? And I was like, oh.
Nah, I never said
Then
that.
I realized it was all a hallucination. Don't drink, kids.
Kind of like, you know, this whole game.
But I mean, all my friends, they'd be like, oh, Metal Gear sounds interesting when we were in like high school, middle school.
Why don't you just run?
But, because he said crawl. But the thing is, every one of my friends likes Solid 1. Which is a strange thing. No one's played any of the sequels until recently. I tell my friends, hey, you gotta play it. They'd be like, oh, Solid 1 was great. Why don't you play the sequels? Very low.
Actually, that was pretty much it.
Most of my friends were Xbox gamers back in the day, and Nintendo gamers. So PlayStation was a foreign concept to most of them. And they missed out. This game's great. I'll punch someone who says it isn't.
Well, don't talk to my brother then.
Didn't he like this game, actually? The first, I thought.
He played... I remember him playing through and beating 2, actually.
Yeah, but he's a Batman fan, so don't put too much
That's
time.
why I said, you
I'm
know,
just
don't...
kidding. I like Batman.
But yeah, it's like... I think one of the things that really actually turned me off to the series was in 2 with the new character. Right. I didn't really enjoy him nearly as much as Solid Snake.
Well, he was an allegory for the player. You're supposed to be like, who the hell is this guy?
I don't think I've ever really been that whiny.
Well, I could debate that. But we'll
Fuck
get to we'll get to Raiden and that commentary when we get to 2. Our actual plan,
You don't have any key cards.
oh, damn it. Commander mentioned this in I think his Bloodborne video. We actually wanted to do the entire series before Phantom Pain came out, the newest one.
Yes.
But that's coming out now in either 46, 45 days, I forget. We're gonna be pushing it pretty close.
We're gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm still planning on quitting work just for that.
Are you serious?
Oh, I will.
You're a loser. Not like me, who's just gonna stay up 24 hours a day for a week playing the game nonstop.
I remember the whole reason I got a PlayStation 3 was actually to play Metal Gear Solid 4.
Well, you remember every time a new Metal Gear came with a
Aren't
game...
you supposed to go down to a different floor?
Yes, but, well, you're right. I don't even know why the hell I'm here.
Yeah.
See, talking. I told you, when I talk, my mind flies. But, I remember every time a new Metal Gear game would come out, no one would talk to me for a week.
Yep.
I'd be gone.
He would literally be the guy hiding in a box.
I'd be burrowed in my cardboard box playing Metal Gear, be like, hey, what the hell happened to Pharaoh? And they'd be like, don't talk to me. Then I'd come back a week later, I'd be like, oh, it's Metal Gear!
Just don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me, I'll beat Metal Gear! What happened? You grew a beard and you're only 14. I've been in a box for a while.
What happened to your... Pretty much telling you how to climb a ladder.
I was like, what am I...
And he actually needed that...
No, I was looking away. I was talking to you, you ass!
You were sitting there punching a ladder,
Because
dude.
I was pressing circle because I positioned myself in front of you. Shut up.
You're a Metal Gear fan, huh? No, the
Batman's
controls,
better. Batman's better.
You don't mean that.
I'm Big Boss.
Oh, kinda damn cold. I hate Alaska. Boy, oh boy, that woman is built all right.
His sentences
I was gonna say, those were 2 separate ideas.
I hate Alaska. This is goddamn cold. That woman is built. Shoes are meant for wearing. Open door to move forward.
Where are you going?
I am a soldier. Like 7 different lines of thought.
Where the hell are you going?
Oh, where am I going?
I don't know.
I keep looking at you and the fucking microphone. And
Don't blame me for you doing stupid.
Well, that's also true, but sometimes I can.
I mean, it's not
Whoa!
it's not like we can just cheese it like we do playing Mega Man X games.
Well, you can cheese Metal Gear pretty easy, depending on if you know what you're doing.
Is that a woman?
I mean, the lady.
Is
we
that a
don't know.
woman? Not him. Okay.
There's a pervy Easter egg for losers and morons that have done it like me. But if you leave the vent and come back and look at Meryl, she'll be doing a different exercise. And if you do it a third time, she'll be in her underwear. And then if you do it another time, she'll be in her underwear doing another exercise. It serves no purpose, and it's kind of just being servicey. But Kojima's a perv. We just learned to accept it.
Well, then again, this is also the man that finally sculpted Snake's ass, and
He's probably a perv for both sexes.
I'm just saying he went both ways.
Who's that?
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
Diaper chief.
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon.
You're right. It does look like a sweatband instead of a bandana.
What?
No, you're the one who said that.
With the ability
That
to
makes
launch
you
a nuclear
sad.
attack from any place on the face of the earth.
This was back in the day, man.
It's supposed to be a
Nuclear
bandana.
walking battle tank.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a run.
A couple of run-ins in the past.
We've had a couple of run-ins.
Oh man!
So that's
Wow,
the reason
man.
we're here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between Arms Tech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution,
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
Oh, you're taking a dump? Okay, I'll leave you be.
He was,
I thought
he was
that all
talking to
nuclear
his
warheads
shit.
were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes, Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker, the president of Arms Tech.
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by ArmsTech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that...
He's very emotive for a static, no-face person.
You can stop the
Him
launch.
and Snake. They move their hands all over the place and dance. But you know, if you don't have
So where
facial
are the
expressions
keys?
in general, you kind of have to be
Baker should
emotive.
have them.
Well, you know, that brings up another point.
You need 3 card keys.
Got from
There are
this
3 different
to
slots
what we
to
have in
put
Phantom
them.
Pain.
You need to insert
Well,
the
that's
card
Pretty
keys.
crazy.
That's technological.
I'm just saying that is crazy.
Card keys.
You know, you get a main
know
character who
keeping
doesn't say a
Baker.
whole word in his whole fucking game
Somewhere in the second floor basement.
because it costs too much money.
Second floor basement.
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
Diarrhea!
Hey, what happened?
It's kind of cool the controller's vibrating. You know, this
Yeah,
was actually creepy back in the day.
This game did a lot with the using the controller, actually.
What the hell happened to him?
Dead.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but
A heart attack? No. Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you.
Good point.
The Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support.
Well, I didn't vote for him.
Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
Well, kids, look at there's something going on out there that's...
That sounds like a personal problem, to be honest.
Sorry, Snake, but it looks like the rescue was a failure. There's no reason to stay in that cell anymore. Snake, get out of there and go to the second floor basement. You've got to rescue...
they were conducting exercises with this new Metal Gear prototype. Is that what the DARPA chief said?
Yeah.
What the hell?
So you know about Metal Gear.
Just rumors. I heard it is some kind of walking tank that can deliver an accurate nuclear strike from any terrain. Mountains, deserts, swamps, wherever. But you are the real expert on Metal Gear, aren't you, Snake?
Yeah, I guess I am.
Well, he's good at blowing them up, I guess.
I was gonna say that dismantling
It is a
maybe.
device attached to a nuclear weapon system to prevent the missile from being armed or launched. Usually, a secret detonation code or combination is necessary to launch the missile.
According to the chief, there are 2 codes, and the terrorists already know one of them.
The other code? If the terrorists find out that one too.
Yeah, I've got to hurry and rescue President Baker.
Funny thing I remember, and I was trying not to laugh, is I remember when we were playing this a long time ago, you'd be like, looks like she has a lollipop in her mouth.
Yeah.
Like it's a cigarette. And you
It
said
is, but I don't know.
No, I just can't unsee it.
Yeah.
You say the DARPA chief is dead?
Yeah, according to Naomi, it was a heart attack.
It couldn't be. Well, it looks like all you can do now is find Kenneth Baker, the president of Arms Tech. He's in the 2nd floor basement, isn't he?
Yeah, on the other side of that wall that was cemented over.
Okay. Good luck, Snake. You can do it.
Thank you, Duke Nukem.
The DARPA chief. Poor man. He has a heart attack right after you save him. I'm getting a bad feeling about this, Snake. Maybe you should let me save your mission.
Mei Ling in this has an Asian accent, but they say she was born in the United States, raised there. That's fine, and I actually prefer her Chinese accent. But then in Twin Snakes in the sequel, she suddenly has an American accent. It's the same actress, but it's super jarring. Man,
Whoa, there was a...
I did that purposely.
I was gonna say, there's a bad clip right there, actually.
If you run out here, here's random pointless trivia number 2. With your gun equipped or not equipped, it'll actually affect the cutscene a little bit.
Does it?
Well, actually, I think it's just if you pick the gun up. But I remember you have to have it equipped. Because if you don't, he'll just be like Rogi.
He doesn't even have it equipped.
Here, he draws it on.
Don't move! So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid?
What a badass.
No.
He's got a lot of gall for just walking in front of someone with an assault rifle.
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful. I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
Don't think, shoot!
Don't think, shoot! What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Awesome alert music.
This is the best
Alert theme ever in any stealth action game. And it's probably one of the best just battle themes in general. Thank you, Meryl.
Thank you for saving me, Tunnel Woman.
I knew it. I could just tell.
Thanks for the help.
Wait! Who are you? You fool!
You've killed him!
I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind. Now we'll never get that detonation code. Boss, I have a good idea.
So did she fire of her own free will, or did the psychic make her do that?
That's a good point.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
I just said that was Mantis. So that was Mantis. Was that Mantis, Colonel?
Hey, Colonel, was that Mantis?
Colonel, I believe that was Mantis.
What can I do for you, Snake?
I usually don't save in this game, but again, since we want to hear some optional codec calls, I'll save.
Snowfield Disc 1, I guess.
That's the one we have easy mode.
I don't even... What was... I wish I could see the date.
You know, this might be blasphemous to say, but I actually prefer playing Metal Gear Solid 1 on easy. Because...
the controls kind of make it a little challenging.
And for this game, I just like running through the story. It depends, because, like, 2 I like playing on hard, personally, but I like playing Snake Eater on normal. I have weird preferences in these games.
I was gonna say, Snake Eater on easy gives you an easy gun, and it makes it really easy.
Graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China, but I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature.
I don't know, I kind of like her accent, though.
I do, too. It gives her a unique personality
I mean,
and
you
character.
could say maybe she moved to China for a few years.
Do it. But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think about it.
Actually, should we end the episode then? Let's keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
We can edit episodes. We're done with endings and intros for a while.
This game is just so long, you never know where it's gonna end.
But,
on a battlefield, you never know.
You butchered that quote.
Shut up.
You haven't played Twin Snakes, haven't you?
No.
I don't know if we should. I have it. We'd have to
Kaboom.
GameCube recorder up. But, Twin Snakes is a remake of this using Metal Gear Solid 2's engine on the Nintendo GameCube.
Yeah. Looked good.
Yeah, but it's completely over the top. They make Snake superhuman. They make him, like, do things that are un-Snake-like. Yeah, I have a lot of problems with it. But it ruins the game because of the first-person aiming and the modern controls. There's a boss we're going to get to very shortly. And I won't say... Well, actually, I'll save it for when we get to him, but...
It ruins it. It really ruins it.
Like, I mean, you could argue, yeah, this game is archaic. And you might have a point. I mean, I still love it, but I can kind of concede that the controls are a bit dated. Unlike Resident Evil, people who complain about the controls should just shut up. Because the controls actually are made for that game. But, in this game, yeah, I can see it. But the problem with Twin Snakes is they didn't balance the game around the changes they made. So you have a first-person view in this, right?
Yeah.
You can't move in first person.
You can't
except
shoot
in the PC version.
You can't really shoot
in the PC version. You can, but that's a different story. But yeah, you have this, whatever. Okay. Metal Gear Solid 2 added a bunch of new features: peeking from walls, rolling while walking, the leopard tackle.
Detonate.
Trying to talk.
I'm just saying, don't forget that you have one.
There you go.
There, thank you.
But
you missed the wall.
Telling me how to play Metal Gear, I'd punch you in the throat.
Wow.
But you know what I mean, though. Well, you haven't played it, so.
I've seen it. I have seen it.
They don't balance the thing around it. That was kind of cool. So instead, you get. I mean, the story's somewhat the same, but another really dumb thing is they removed all the accents, which is fine in, I guess, Mei Ling's case because she's American. But Nastasha. Well, I don't want to go ahead because there's a cutscene. I can't talk during cutscenes, you dumbass. I'm trying to talk here. But anyways, they removed all the accents, and that's... Well, actually, I can go get the camera. There you go.
I was going to say.
Oh, shit.
I don't think you can get the camera.
Yeah, you probably need a higher key card.
6.
But just in case, we'll throw a chaff. But they removed Naomi, Mei Ling, and Nastasha's accents. Mei Ling is fine, okay. But Naomi, the problem with Jennifer Hale in Twin Snakes is she sounds bored. And I know you're going to say, well, Jennifer Hale, so the joke's on you. But no, really. She sounds bored. And then she's like, Snake, an anti-freezing peptide.
Like
well,
a real...
maybe if you make it back in one piece, I'll do a strip search on you. But in Twin Snakes, she's like, maybe if you make it back in one piece, I'll do a strip search on you.
It's a normal Jennifer Hale acting.
I'm trying not to spoil the game, so I think of lines she does. I got what you said. But anyways, like...
A heart attack.
Even David Hayter's acting. Yeah, she's monotone. And Nastasha, she don't have that shove a stinger missile. Look, that's a badass line. I won't spoil where it's coming from. But the more I think about Twin Snakes, the more pissed I get. And the biggest offender, they don't have the alert theme.
They have a different theme every time.
The entire soundtrack is different, and it's garbage.
There's actually one that's a good song, I remember, and that's actually from the
Because it's
Armory.
a remix of the main theme. But one good song out of 70s.
I'm sorry, this kind of makes me laugh.
He's alive. You're the Arms Tech president, Kenneth Baker, right? Don't worry. I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it.
C4.
Right. Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
And you?
You know, playing the other games after this, Ocelot sounds very American in this.
He does.
Ocelot. I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake. Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend.
Lee Van Cleef!
This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army. 6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves.
Badass line, I say it all the time.
Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver.
I wonder, I mean, I couldn't guess.
Draw!
Let's call our friends and see what they have to say.
Best boss scene.
If you've got a question about
I really like this theme. I know you do.
Naomi.
Revolver Ocelot is a former member of Spetsnaz. After the fall of the Soviet Union, he apparently served in the Russian tax police's elite SWAT team. After that, he joined the SVR, the Russian Foreign Intelligence Agency, which was formerly a part of the KGB. But according to my sources, he was dissatisfied with the rigid system of the KGB and wanted to get out. That's when he was recruited by Foxhound. He's a gun fanatic and totally obsessed with cowboy movies and spaghetti westerns. He's also something of a sadist. He learned the most advanced torture techniques while he was with Spetsnaz.
Yeah, he had plenty of practice. Lubyanka prison is located right there inside KGB headquarters. In a gunfight, reloading is usually the most dangerous time, but he loves it. Use that to your advantage. You'll have to take him out when he's reloading. Can you see where his number of remaining bullets is displayed on the screen? Wait for the right moment and then take him out.
The muzzle velocity of a bullet fired from a revolver is slower than one fired from an automatic. That's bad for you. The slower a gun's muzzle velocity, the more damage it does.
Is that true, Commander?
The bullet will tend to lodge in the body instead of...
Is that true, or did Kojima pull this out of his bone?
It's actually kind of true.
Take a long time to heal. Sometimes they never do. I think that's part of the reason he likes that gun. He's a real sick puppy, that Ocelot. The biggest drawback to a revolver is the reload time. That's your chance.
He is using a single-action army? The first model of that gun was made in 1873, over 130 years ago. Today, they're still being made in small numbers, but that's just for collectors and such. Nobody uses them in combat anymore. The biggest drawback to revolvers...
Meanwhile, Revolver Ocelot's in the corner like, yes, keep ducking to your allies.
I'm reloading.
I won't shoot you.
I think that's it.
This battle, I remember a lot of people had problems with it. In fact, I remember watching Commander play this, and he'd be like, man, you have to do... But I just run and shoot. And I remember when I first played this and showed Commander...
Running and shooting for me in this game is really difficult.
But I remember for the longest time, you didn't even know you could run and shoot. And it's funny because my cousin was playing this, and he also didn't know you could run and shoot. And, like, people's minds are blown...
I'm not hiding. I'm right behind you, you idiot.
When they find out you can run and shoot in this game. Damn it, you got me.
I love the reload.
Like,
running and shooting really breaks this game.
Not as much as what they did in Twin Snakes.
In Twin Snakes... Oh, here, since we'll toy with them some more. In Twin Snakes, you have first-person aiming, right? The problem is, you know how his bullets are ricocheting against walls? Well, in Twin Snakes, they also added an option to strafe while in first person. Left and right, depending on the trigger, right?
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, if he shoots you, even on the hardest difficulty, just stand in the same spot, shoot him in the head once, strafe his bullet, rinse and repeat. He won't move.
That's pretty sad.
Whereas here, even if you know what you're doing, like I am, you still take damage.
And he's still, you know, like running and evading you.
Yeah.
He's adapting. He's moving faster. Could you actually CQC him to death?
No, there's no CQC in this game.
Well, kicking him.
I wonder. I can't hit it.
Have you tried aiming the weapon? There we go.
You're pretty good. Just what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the
Snake Eater
boss.
brings new meaning to that.
Yes, it does.
Such a good fight, but I'm just getting warmed up.
Didn't you just walk through the cord there?
My hand!
Well, I think the bigger problem is that his hand just got chopped off.
I don't know.
Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again.
Looks like you've been disarmed.
I gotta hand it to you, Ocelot.
I like you. I have no name. That exoskeleton.
Twin Snakes is a really cool fight scene here between Snake and this mysterious cyborg dude, and it's actually badass.
That's actually one of the good things they did in Twin Snakes was
they handled this cyborg really good.
Who the hell? Can you talk?
Who are you?
I'm not one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Snake has a tendency to repeat whatever someone says to him.
Everyone who knows these
I think that's
it's for the player's benefit,
Well,
Kojima explained, and it's a Japanese thing too.
It's a custom.
Got his code by reading
But in America, it just makes it seem dumb.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Oh, he's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Ha, you're a funny man. So the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
What? Can't be. No, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up?
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree, but what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists.
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in
Snake's
prison
talking really
along-
fast. What? Where? Okay, I'll do it. Now, talk.
Must be.
She said she had just joined up as
Female
a
soldier, it
recruit.
must be.
They threw her in prison because she
Prison
refused to take
where?
part in the rebellion.
A new recruit. Could that be the Colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes. She
Isn't
stole
Kodak
it from the
fairly
guard.
new and created by
If she
Melee?
still has it.
Yep.
You should be able
Well,
to.
how does
Yeah, everyone
everyone
has it.
I'm sure
Whatever.
she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh yeah. Let me tell you, it's.
This scene right here.
Sorry, I forgot.
Damn!
And Twin Snakes gets so pissed he
Oh,
points a
that's
gun at
right.
his head.
It should be on the back of the
And is
CD
about to
case.
shoot him.
Right
What CD
contact
case?
her.
What the hell are you talking about?
But tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
Snake just accepts it, like, okay.
It's actually referring to the actual
word of
game
God.
case.
Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear.
I guess that's a
Rex
clever
Project.
anti-piracy method, but what if you rented the game like me?
But a little bit of an oddball.
It's in the instruction manual.
No, our video store didn't have an instruction manual.
It's him.
At least when I got the game, that means someone
Well,
must
maybe
have-
I should have put it back in the game
You
case.
dick!
Knows how to destroy
Me and my brother, I still remember,
Where
here
is
we had to
this
sit.
Emmerich?
Well, I'll address it when we go on the next part, but we had to sit and press each codec frequency manually.
Oh my gosh.
And we started on 141, like idiots. It's actually, I think it's
Nuclear age ended
140.15.
with the turn of the millennium.
Yeah, I think it is.
You're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been. The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see. Because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several pounds of muff are reported every year.
Muff.
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with no way to turn. In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
Power! Power!
You mean Metal Gear.
Yes. You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes, and after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project?
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
Bribes.
I prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you and your company.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here, this is what you came for, right?
What's that?
Floppy disk in 2005!
Actually, that looks like a hard disk.
Was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me. They don't know this disk exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss. I'll give you my card too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Can you walk?
No. No, you go on without me. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret?
An experimental...
gnome.
Soldier.
A gnome soldier. He's a midget. That's why he's so angry.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound. She knows better than I.
Naomi.
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company...
Does he have to take a crap and he's like trying to end the conversation?
I think he's getting bored with his own conversation.
Is currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but... What did you do to me? Oh, no. Oh, no, it can't be. Those Pentagon bastards. So, they actually went and did it.
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
What's that smell? Dookie.
You know, I'd be shitting my pants too, though, if everyone I met died.
What the hell?
Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
Why'd you kill him?
No idea.
Snake,
don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but...
Some kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn.
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
Why does Snake always do it? Yeah, motion in front of his face whenever.
Because he wants to be like Mega Man.
A cool thing about this game is every time Snake beats a boss, it's kind of a callback to the 2 8-bit ones on MSX, but your life bar increases. Whereas in all the other sequels, Solid 2, 3, whatever, you always have a huge life bar. Well, Snake Eater, I think, on normal.
Snake Eater, I think you start out low and it gradually gets...
Or actually, no, I think on Snake Eater, the difficulty lowers your life bar. Each higher one, you get less. Which is kind of clever, too.
I don't remember. I thought it increased in Snake Eater.
I thought so, too, but that might be vanilla Snake Eater?
I don't remember. I really don't. It's been a long time.
Well, anyways, this game is a clever way to you get bigger.
Doing stuff.
Now, here you have to do what President Baker said. People for years are like, well, wait, he said back a CD case. Okay, this is a disc. Where's the back of the case? I was reading a lot of people online. They're like, well, where's the back of the case?
When I first played this, I actually sat at this screen trying to figure it out.
But it's a clever way to...
You were the one who told me this.
I think I did, actually, when we were younger. You have to actually look up the thing in the instruction manual, because it tells you all the frequencies.
Well, no, it was actually on the back of the CD
Well, it was
case.
as well. It was as well.
Yeah.
But I actually looked in the instruction manual. But it's physically on the back of the physical CD case. What I did here like an idiot, I think I mentioned it, is me and my brother actually went to each individual one and went, next one.
Oh my god, that would take a while, I
All
think.
the way until we got to her frequency. Now, me being a loser for Metal Gear, I believe her frequency is 140.15.
Always go with your first guess.
Let's do a jump cut. But I knew it was 0.15.
Who are you?
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
No, it's not him. Just exactly who are you?
I'm the fool that your uncle sent all alone into the middle of this whole mess.
You came by yourself? You think you're some kind of one-man army?
I don't need lectures. You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha. Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people call me.
The legendary Solid Snake? You? Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes?
They're not soldiers' eyes.
And they're rookies' eyes, right?
No, they're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Oh, just what I'd expect from the legendary Solid Snake. You trying to sweep me off my feet?
Don't worry, you'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face?
Because you look just like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah, you know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
Who knows? Why don't you ask him? But first I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody told you anything, did they? Okay, you see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right, for the development of Metal Gear.
Colonel.
Foxhound and the Next Generation Special Forces were called here for the test launching of a dummy nuclear warhead.
Why Foxhound?
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. Well, that's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry. I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah, that's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep him hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you met Baker, huh? How's he holding up?
He's dead.
What?
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything?
No, not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Sounds like it, but I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
You mean Dr. Emmerich?
Yes. Is he still alive?
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second-floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second floor basement?
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
So they'll need him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time.
Ah.
What's the best way to get to the building where the doctor is being held?
There's a cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go.
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green. I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Oh, yes, you are. You pause for just 1 second in front of your enemy and it's all over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training, but when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
Shooting at targets and shooting at living, breathing people are different.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed about being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action, and now...
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, Meryl, everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come out. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay. Let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard, just like my uncle said.
Huh. I told you, the real me is no match for the legend.
It looks like you were right. Okay, Snake. I'll be a good girl.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code override.
Gotcha. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
Be careful, okay?
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
So now we have to meet Meryl. But you know what? We've been playing for a long time, so...
We'll call it there. This is going to be a long playthrough. Expect probably longer episodes.
Well, you think we'll be able to make it in time for Phantom Pain?
Oh, hell yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Mei Ling will play us out.
Snake, listen to what Lo Chi said. He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. Just because you see an item doesn't mean that you always have to get it. If you don't really need it, think twice before you stick your neck out. It might not be worth it.